In this video, we're going to have a look at solving modulus inequalities using an algebraic method. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to square both sides. So when I expand these, I'm going to get x squared plus 8x plus 16 is less than 4x squared. Now I'm going to rearrange this to get all of my terms onto one side. Now we're left with a quadratic inequality to solve. And so to solve this, we're going to find the critical values. We can do this by factorising, by completing the square, or if you've got a calculator that will solve polynomials, you could also do this. Now I've factorised this, I can see that my critical values are going to be minus 4 over 3 and 4. So to be able to work out how my inequalities are going to lie, I'm going to draw a quick sketch of the quadratic. So my quadratic is going through the points minus 4 over 3 and 4, and it's a positive quadratic. Now my inequality is asking for when the graph is greater than 0. This is the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the graph. So this is when x is less than minus 4 over 3, or when x is bigger than 4. We can now check our solution. So I'm going to choose an x value that satisfies both of the inequalities we've written and substitute it back into the original problem. So if I choose minus 2, I get minus 2 plus 4, which is less than 2 minus 2, so we're happy. And then when x is equal to 5, we have 5 plus 4, which is less than 2 times 5. So that gives us 9 is less than 10, which is correct. So we're happy that those inequalities are correct. My second example, we're going to use the same method. It's a little bit harder because when we square it, we have got that 2 on the outside of the modulus that we do also need to square. So this is going to give me x minus 1 squared is bigger than 2 squared multiplied by x minus 4 all squared. Let's expand this and simplify. So now I've been left with the inequality 3x squared minus 30x plus 63 is less than 0. So once again, I'm going to factorise this to find my critical values. So factorising gives me 2 critical values of 3 and 7. So now let's draw a quick sketch of this quadratic to see what my inequality looks like. This time my quadratic is less than 0, so this means I'm looking at the part of the graph that is underneath the axes. So this tells me my x values are between 3 and 7. So once again, I can check my inequality. So I'm going to choose an x value between 3 and 7. I've chosen x equals 4. And so yeah, 3 is bigger than 0, so I'm happy with my inequality.